think I went one of our walks once and I got to the summit of some mountain.
This is going to be perfect conditions for testing a tent. Told it was going to be sunny. This is all David's fault. Heading up into the Mourns for a wild camp to test the Cedar Summit Telos TR2, which, if I'm not alive tomorrow morning, Cedar Summit, you have utterly failed me. Here with David, James and Keith. I've also got a new rucksack. It's a 70-litre Osprey, which is called, there's the time, I can't remember what it's called, but I got it because I wanted a way to have enough to carry everything I need for overnight camp, but also carry a lot of camera equipment. My voice is going. So I've got the DJI FPV drone in there as well, which I will not be able to fly if it keeps snowing like this, and the whole bag's at 18 kilos, so this will not be a fast hike. And like that, the sun comes out, and I need to dry off because I'm absolutely soaked. Right, well, thanks for telling me. After referring to, I don't know, I forgot which one. After calling him, what was I calling you? Keith. After calling Kevin Keith, I just found out that Keith isn't Kevin, he's Keith.
There's only Keith on a Tuesday.
No, you're Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin Small, who's very tall. Or no, is it Little?
It's Little.
I couldn't get your name more wrong. There is a bit of debate if you're heading up towards Hare's Gap as to which way is better to go, up the crumbly rock bit or around the trail up the side. If you've been up here before, cast your vote in the comments. We've decided to test it out.
No, we're not racing.
Myself and David, James are going to go up that way, and David and Kevin are going to go up the other way, and we'll see who gets up to the top first. But rules are no running, just casual pace.
Thank God you've got 18 kilograms.
Okay, right, off we go. So far we are winning, but if you look up there, David Doyle has betrayed Kevin already, leaving him behind. David Doyle is not a man to be trusted. This is James. James has a channel. Was it James?
James Out and About, and you'll catch me a lot of times up the Morns and wild camping. Pretty new, so I talk slowly on my videos, so don't worry about it.
See, this is okay because basically anybody in England will understand you and they'll not understand me, yep. so balances out.
But yeah, looking forward to this one. Hopefully we'll live for the night.
The Americans probably think you're Welsh.
2 minutes, the answer to dead sheep. Yeah.
No matter how much you check a water source, as soon as you drink it, you will spot the dead sheep. It's always the way it works. There's nearly on my face there. Look at this. Disgraceful behaviour from David Doyle. He may have made it up here first, but at the expense of his character, he's left Kevin behind. Do you know what happened the last time somebody was left abandoned and left behind up here? This is what happens. That sheep's mates left it alone up here. They did a David Doyle, as it will be forever known from this day.
He did tell me to go on.
And he died in his buried.
He did tell me to go on.
We're up a Hare's Gap. Through the gate, right? That's us. Right up at Hare's Gap. And we're now going to descend up over the edge and down to the reservoir, I think. Following David. Right, well, that's encouraging. David has just said, I think there's a trail this way. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, another one. Stop throwing banana skins to the boards! Throw them at David instead. This rock here is quite famous because this is known as Finn McCool's Toblerone. Legend has it that one Christmas Finn McCool got a Toblerone and him and the wife had an argument and he chucked a bit of his Toblerone at her, missed, and it landed up here in the mountains. Here we go, campsite. We've got a problem. There's an incoming blizzard. So I think we've got about 5 minutes to get the tents up before we get hit. So well, that was a bit insane. Just barely managed to get the tent up in time. I will point out I did get mine up before anybody else, and that's the first time, no, the second time I've actually tried putting the tent up, so there's a selling point. I think I need to go to attach a few guy ropes. It's just pegged in at the minute. It looks pretty good. The wind's hitting it here and moving it in a bit, but I'll put a guy rope on here and maybe one on the other side on here. So it's promising so far. It's absolutely freezing. It's more blizzard on the way. The wind is basically coming right up at us and I'm right on the edge. My hands are bright red, but we stay.
Morning. I've got my little battery bundle. I've got my 3 batteries for the drone, my camera battery, and the goggles battery in my hat. And in the bottom I've got my gloves, and in each glove I've got a little chemical hand warmer. And I've been hugging that for the last hour trying to get it warmed up. But it's 6 AM, the sun will be coming up. Well, I think it's on the way up. But I'm gonna go boil some water, I guess something to drink, and wake up. I've got a very, very gravelly voice this morning.
That is such a rush. Okay, survived the night in the in the Cedar Summit Telos TR2. Thoughts? Initially when I pitched it, I was a little bit concerned that it was a little bit wobbly, a little bit bouncy, but I didn't really get a flat pitch. It's up at either side, so it wasn't as tense as it probably should have been. I added a few guy lines around the outside, and that seemed to help a lot with the wind. I think it's a bit of a trade-off. It is quite a high tent. That's one of the best things about it. For less than 2 kilos, it's huge on the inside, but it does mean it's a little high-sided, more vulnerable to wind, which can come in. But when I put these extra guys on, last night there were a few big gusts, but I could look up and I could just see that it was it was pushing it, so it was dealing with it okay. So I think it's stronger than it looks. Right. We're now inside the tent. So what I like about this, really deep bucket floor, which is nice. Like, it's really high. It's about, what, that's 6 inches, and there's nice storage pouches either side. You got the 2 vestibules, 2 entrances you can get on either side, and I find this was quite nice. I was able to sit here on my little mat, put my camping stove just in front of me, and cook here. This is a really nice feature. There's a couple of really smart things in here. This is the bag that the poles come in, and it works as a light diffuser like that, so you can stick a head torch or something in that and it illuminates the whole tent, which is nice. There's attachment points in the ceiling, and then down here, this is a really nice feature here. This is a really big, like, luggage compartment. You can get quite a lot of stuff into it. It attaches here at the end and down there. I do like good storage. As you can see, my method of camping is to spread everything out absolutely everywhere. You can get what's called a Bigfoot footprint for it, which I have. This is it here, but we were getting it pitched yesterday because the blizzard was so bad. I didn't practice putting the Bigfoot up before, so I just abandoned, pitched the tent as is. Now I pitched the inner first. You can pitch the outer, the fly first, but I didn't know how to do that, so I did get water in here, so I ended up just sticking the Bigfoot on the ground over the top of the damp interior of the tent. But yeah, I like it. Now these are not the official guidelines. Cedar Summit sent me this tent for free to test and let them know what I think of it. So this is unbiased. They forgot to send me tent pegs or guidelines. I had to get my own, so I don't know if it comes with, I don't know if it comes with guidelines, but I assume it does at least come with tent pegs, so I can't review the official ones because I had to go and grab ones of my own. But overall, despite my concerns about the wind, I had a pretty good night's sleep in that, despite gusts of 30-40 miles an hour coming up through this reservoir. So yeah, can't really complain. Quite like it. It's a nice, I think it fits a kind of a niche category of, I'll call it a comfort ultralight tent. So it's a tent that's under 2 kilos. It's got loads of space in it, but it's not necessarily designed for the absolute harshest of harshest conditions. It's got loads of guy line attachment points all around it, so maybe if you guide it out the whole way, it would be incredibly stable in strong winds. But for my first camp, pretty impressed so far. Right, we need to get packed up now and start heading back up that way. Here it is with the fly sheet off. You can see it all has this like one pole that goes the full length, and then these 2 uppers. See the shape? It's just like, instead of it sloping over the top, it rises up at the sides. So that's why it's got these it's so high on the inside, because of this crazy looking design, which you have to be careful about, because the first time I put it up, I put it the wrong way around because I didn't think that made sense. But it's quite clever. Well, sleep well.
Yeah, really good. Off and on, but snowed through the night. Bit of a slope, but look, I'm alive.
Kevin has brought like an entire family tent with him. His feet still stick out the end of it.
Yeah, because normally I'm taller than him, so it's deceiving on the GoPro, you know.
So he's 5'11".
Yep, that's right.
4'2".
4'2".
Yeah. It's on your toes, Kev.
Worst part of camping is now over. The packing up, and we're heading back up sort of towards Burna. David tells us there's a secret waterfall up here, which we might go and visit, so that could be good. Wish it had been this sunny yesterday. I know. Oh, I'm falling on my head. You can do it. Look at that. We're nearly up at the, well, not so secret anymore waterfall, thanks to Instagram. I can see why this is the secret waterfall. It's hazardous to get to. Oh wow, look at this. That is class. I can see why people come up here for the gram. But look at this, absolutely raging. Even up here, some clowns are dumping rubbish.
Not me.
Oh, idiots. So yeah, and what? There's a pair of boxer shorts over there. Stop leaving boxer shorts in the morns! My climbing technique is get as low to the ground as possible. Right, well, we've got this slippy bit to hike back down. You can wave goodbye to David, Kevin and Keith, and James. Kevin, you need to wave. Bye. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe if you want more videos with outdoors content featuring outdoors equipment, small cameras and other such things. Have a look around the channel. Blah, blah, blah. Goodbye.